Breaking news: a shocking arrest in the Tyne-Wear Derby racist abuse probe. A man is in custody following allegations of racist abuse directed at a footballer during that intense match at St. James Park. We've got the details on the investigation that has the football world talking. Stay locked in, because you're watching news. And that's not all. Newcastle United is gearing up for a massive summer transfer window with two distinct plans. We're diving deep into how the Magpies are preparing their strategies, no matter what happens on the European qualification front. Stay locked in, because you're watching news. But the pressure is mounting. The media buzz is deafening about potential mega-sales of top Newcastle United stars. We're looking at the whispers and the noise surrounding who might be on the move and why the spotlight is so intense right now. Stay locked in, because you're watching news. And the big question on everyone's mind: will we see a mass exodus of Newcastle's best players this summer? We're breaking down the possibilities, the contract situations, and what it all means for the club's future. Don't go anywhere. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
A man has been arrested in connection with racist abuse at the Tyne-Wear Derby. The incident, which occurred during the heated clash between Newcastle United and Sunderland at St. James Park, saw the match briefly paused. Referee Anthony Taylor implemented the Premier League's anti-discrimination protocol after a report of racism directed at Sunderland player Tonali and Guimaraes. Authorities have taken a 45-year-old suspect from the Gateshead area into custody on suspicion of a racially aggravated public order offense. He has since been released on police bail, pending further investigation. Both clubs have issued strong condemnations of racism, with Sunderland publicly backing Guimaraes for his bravery in reporting the incident. This development casts a shadow over the intense rivalry and highlights ongoing efforts to combat discrimination in football. Will this arrest bring closure, or is it just the beginning of a deeper reckoning? And speaking of intense situations, what's next for Newcastle United's squad this summer? Newcastle United is forging ahead with a dual-pronged strategy for the summer transfer window, ensuring they are prepared for any European qualification outcome. Chief Executive David Hopkinson has confirmed that club leadership, including sporting director Ross Wilson and manager Eddie Howe, are developing two distinct plans. This meticulous preparation addresses both potential incomings and outgoings, regardless of whether the Magpies secure a spot in the Europa League or Conference League. Hopkinson emphasized the need for the club to trade effectively, a necessity amplified if Champions League qualification remains out of reach. The club is also navigating uncertain futures for several key players, including those out of contract this summer, like Kieran Trippier and Fabian Schär. Manager Eddie Howe is reportedly aligned with the club's strategy for squad cost management and maximizing competitive opportunities. Meanwhile, Newcastle star Sandro Tonali faces disappointment as Italy failed to qualify for the upcoming World Cup, adding another layer to the club's summer planning. This strategic planning is crucial for the club's future, but what about the immediate pressures? Could media speculation be forcing the club's hand on player sales? The media narrative surrounding Newcastle United is intensifying, with a perceived focus on drumming up interest for sales of top players to select clubs. Independent voices suggest a deafening beat from the media, creating a desired narrative of potential exits for key United stars. There's a growing pressure, described as unfathomable by some, on manager Eddie Howe, especially as financial considerations heavily influence the Premier League landscape. With 7 games remaining, the media spotlight seems fixed on these matches as a potential determinant of Howe's status, despite his role in bringing silverware to the club after decades. This intense scrutiny comes amidst broader financial discussions across football, with even non-league clubs facing economic challenges, underscoring the pervasive influence of money in the sport. The focus on potential sales also contrasts with the club's recent on-field successes and the challenges of competing financially at the highest level. While the media buzzes about potential sales, Are these departures inevitable, or does Newcastle hold the cards? The question of a potential mass exodus of Newcastle United's star players this summer looms large, with reporter Kieran Kelly offering insights into the club's strategy. Kelly suggests that while a complete clear-out is unlikely, the club must become more adept at selling players to reinvest in multiple areas of the squad. Key figures like Sandro Tonali and Tino Livramento are identified as potential departures for significant fees, despite their contract situations offering leverage. Bruno Guimaraes' future is also discussed, with no current indication of him seeking to leave, though his contract runs until 2028. Manager Eddie Howe's position is also under scrutiny, with the consensus being that he should remain until the end of the season to allow for a full review. Despite a challenging Premier League campaign, marked by a 12th place standing, the club has achieved notable successes, including reaching the Champions League last 16 and an EFL Cup semi-final. With key players returning from injury and a relatively favorable run-in, there's an opportunity for Howe to build momentum and secure European qualification, setting the stage for a busy summer of decisions. From potential player sales to tactical planning, Newcastle United is at a critical juncture. But what are the immediate takeaways from these developing stories? And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw a major arrest in the Tyne-Wear Derby racist abuse probe. Newcastle United is developing two distinct transfer plans for the summer. Media pressure is mounting over potential player sales, and we're analyzing the possibility of a mass exodus of top talent. Don't miss out on any of our breaking news updates. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content.